by the Irish Prime Minister Albert Reynolds, who called for a start to the demilitarisation of Northern Ireland. The Reverend Ian Paisley said Mr Reynolds had finally come out in his true colours. But tonight the Northern Ireland Secretary, Sir Patrick Mayhew, repeated that Britain would not try to persuade Unionists to join a united Ireland. The Environment Minister, Tim Yeo, is under further pressure today to resign over his admission that he fathered a child by his mistress. In a letter to The Times, the director of the Conservative Family Institute says the party chairman's appeal for the public to show compassion over the issue is misjudged. The Archbishop of Canterbury spoke today of his controversial tour of southern Sudan, describing it as the longest 4 days of his life. And Dr. Carey, who's now in Nairobi, criticised the Sudanese government's decision to expel the British ambassador as completely over the top. A Russian airliner has crashed in Siberia, killing all those on board. The Aeroflot jet, with at least 120 passengers and crew, came down just after takeoff from Irkutsk. It was on a regular flight to Moscow. Security forces in Mexico appear to have crushed an armed rebellion by Indian peasants in the south of the country. Almost 60 people have been killed in the southern state of Chiapas. But the army has now retaken San Cristobal de las Casas, scene of some of the worst fighting. In Sarajevo, 4 people were killed and 34 wounded as Serbian gunners continued to pound the Bosnian capital. Among the injured are 5 children. A United Nations spokesman said the situation around Sarajevo remains unstable. That's the news from us. There's an ITN bulletin over on ITV at 10:30. Goodbye.
When Peter Fell was convicted of the murder of 2 women in 1982 here on Aldershot Common, even some police privately admitted they had their doubts. As trial and error has discovered, digging back over more than a decade, they had good reason to be doubtful. For much of the evidence was false, some of it was lies, and the way it was obtained, as we have discovered, was highly doubtful itself.
David Jessel investigates a major miscarriage of justice in Trial and Error, Thursday at 9 on Channel 4. Rain or sleet will spread north across Scotland tonight, falling as snow on higher ground. Further south there'll be clearer skies at times, but heavy blustery showers will spread from the west, and some could be thundery. Tomorrow northern Scotland will have a dull day with further outbreaks of sleet or snow. Elsewhere it should be brighter but colder with sunshine at times. In the west showers will tend to get lighter and more scattered, and in the east they'll mostly die out by the afternoon. And the outlook for the rest of the week. Wednesday and Thursday look rather wet still, but Friday should be brighter and colder.